Good evening, everyone. I'm Joanna Sim. I'm sharing with you the Marvel Monday. Time flies. It was just like last week, and now I'm doing another session. Okay, a brief introduction of myself. Um, I used to work in the oil company for more than 20 years, and yeah, so there's a lot of stress built up over time. I said enough is enough, and I retired as an in-country specialist. So what does an in-country specialist do? We in the oil company, there are petrol stations. So what I used to do is that I had to make sure that I get the most share of the pie from the whole industry that was for Singapore market. And that was quite a lot of stress working with the regional as well. And after 20 over years, musical chair from one department to another, I decided to call it a day, to just step down and pursue the things that I wanted to do all along. So, and finally, recent years, I'm all into pursuing my arts in painting, in oil painting, acrylic painting. I love to paint animals, and that is also to test my patience. Okay, so before I embark into a life wave, that was what I was doing for a long, long time. So there's a bit of introduction how I came into life wave. 6 years ago, I heard of life wave. At that time, I was taking oral stem cell from the deer placenta extract. And when LifeWave was chanced upon it, I didn't give it, I didn't even bother to look at the video or to understand more about it because someone was just telling me that it is just a sticker and you are able to arrest a pain in 5 minutes. But I paid a lot of money for the oral stem cell, so I didn't think that that sticker would work. So, and because of that thought, I was in pain, bone on bone, sinus for additional 5 years till last year. I met my business partner who brought me in to sit in a business opportunity presentation by Jonas. That's how I really got to know what live wave technology was all about. And I decided to give myself a chance. That's it. Why not? Just because I was all into stem cell, finding a way for myself to reduce pain. All right. So yeah, so let me proceed what I have been doing after that. Okay, so before I really go through the tonight's presentation, take you through slightly. I won't be spending much time on this. It's about changing lives one at a time. Uh, if you notice from the deck here, to be the choice team in network marketing. Now, if you notice, we are not positioning uh, our vision as the best team in network marketing because most time this is a people-centric business means that you join someone in a network marketing company most time is due to who you trust and you have some knowledge of the company that's why you are into it but a lot of time you also want to do a background check on the company how authentic are they so I did the same okay so last year February before I came in I studied a lot because I'm very careful due to my background being trained all right for 20 over years in that kind of profile so I did a background check I said this is such a reliable company and it's stem cell related when I came to know the price versus my previous company where I was taking the oral stem cell it was world of difference so why didn't I really take a look at it but never too late so that's where I joined all right my sponsor who brought the whole team in from the previous company and no regrets no looking back and the mission of this our team is really to build a community that fosters lifelong partnership and to promote optimal health and wealth. So at the end of the day, we are a community that cares, supports each other, make a difference to another life and strong team spirit. And the purpose is to empower people to lead healthier, richer, and longer lives with innovative life technology. As I move on into tonight's sharing, we appreciate how this technology has really helped us and is really in advance. Okay, I won't go too much into it again. As I said, let's look at the core value. It's more towards gratitude, responsibility, authenticity, courage, and empathy. So this is what our team is advocating. And if you look at this gentleman here, future medicine will be the medicine of frequency as told by, predicted by Albert Einstein. Now, he contributed a lot to the physics, the quantum of light, all this. And what is the meaning of what he was just saying about medicine of frequency? It's more like harnessing through X-ray, CT scans, radiation therapy, uh, X-ray machine. So now we can relate better what is frequency, medicine of frequency like. And the future of medicine may lie in the use of energy and frequency as a way to heal the mind and body. All right, so this is what he meant, and it has all come true. And the next person who mentioned about the next big frontier in medicine is energy medicine. So Dr. Oz is trying to communicate that energy medicine is focusing on the body's energy communications, like acupuncture, touch of health, healing touch, Reiki, and yoga, quantum healing. So these are just a few examples of what we meant by energy medicine. So before I really start, it is a disclaimer we always have to do that LifeWave product are just lifestyle wellness product. It's not intended to treat, diagnose, or cure to prevent any disease. So this is more educational, okay, and to help people new into knowing what this technology is all about. So, and everyone who embark on these patches will have various results from one another. Let's go look into why LifeWave, the company. Now, LifeWave is driven by innovation and proven by science, and is a breakthrough patented health technology company dedicated to honoring the light of life and harnessing the body's natural energy to reverse aging and maximize human potential. And this company was actually set up in 2002, was more to do a research base that the technology which David Schmidt invented and patented. And in 2004, LifeWave started as a direct selling company specializing in this patented wearable technology, using the power of light from our body to boost health at the cellular level and bringing different levels of benefits to our body. So since then, LifeWave has become a global company with corporate office all over like United States, Europe, Ireland, Asia, like Taiwan, Philippines, Malaysia, and Singapore this month. All right. There will be a soft launch coming out this month. You will get your email soon. So we are all looking forward and distribution in more than 100 over countries globally. Now, so what is the goal of LifeWave? LifeWave goal is to tap into the body, natural energy, and rebalance the flow of qi. Okay, you hear so much about the body move qi movement. So it's more than 6,000 years ago. The body already knows how to heal itself and how to rebalance the flow of energy and fight the inflammation within without the intervention of medications, injections, or surgeries. So this is truly to activate the doctor within you. So sometimes you will hear people saying that listen to your body. It is actually the doctor in you that is at work. That's why listen to what the body say, how you feel, okay? And your future is now. Now, what David always say, he said that this technology is 20 years ahead of time. And this is just the beginning. LifeWave will continue to innovate and develop new technology well beyond wellness products for your personal empowerment, security, and even financial well-being. And we have a choice to leverage on this breakthrough technology to let the doctor within us to rejuvenate our body, like turning back the clock. How wonderful, right? To get ourselves younger. So now this is a good showcase of who David Smith is. He's our inventor of LifeWave, founder and CEO. He's a visionary scientist and researcher. He has more than 150 patents. Actually, he stopped counting at number 132nd because he was his uncle is a role model who has so many patents under his uncle's name too. So he was daring to compete, all right? So by then he surpassed. So he from there on he stopped counting. So he conducted over 90 clinical studies and he's a leading expert in phototherapy research. And more about him, what did he say? He said, if we were to go back 20 years, the subject of age reversal was thought to be a science fiction. And indeed true, because uh, now we do not see as a science fiction because LifeWave journey for these 20 years, millions of people benefited in improving their bodily system, and recent years technology has helped many to age reversal, not only in their appearance but their overall vitality and truly living life again. So David also being recognized as due to his long history of developing novel technologies. He was awarded an honorary doctorate by the International Hall of Fame of Inventors. And he also invented many, amongst them a revolutionary drone, which he donated to the Red Cross to deliver humanitarian relief. And he's taking this drone technology from this creation to a greater heights with more invention in the years to come, which he will share on next month, the 20th anniversary in Dallas. Okay, so for those who will be going there, you will get the first-hand information. And this is also to showcase what research company he's in. He was being awarded from the US military navy for this groundbreaking work, where he received an invitation to participate on an elite research team developing the next generation of mini submarines, and also a recipient of this very special honor where he was presented with the statue of a naval corpsman attending to the wounded, which the lower left you can see that trophy, and which symbolizes help given to the suffering during crucial moments of need. So this was the first presentation of the award in the history uh, by the US Navy to a network marketing company. All right, that's why it's very outstanding. And subsequently, he was also asked to work on something to boost the alertness of the Navy SEAL in the mini sub, because the Navy SEAL could stay alert, all right, in the mini submarine for about 6 hours, and but they couldn't do beyond that because they had to indulge in caffeinated stimulants to stay awake. And finally, took David a couple of years to invent the energy enhancer patch, and that could help this Navy to stay alert probably up to 30 hours without the stimulus. So that took the first set of patch created, which subsequently led him to start LifeWave. And LifeWave is a vertically integrated company where we are in control of the product technology from conception to finished products. And David started making one patch at a time in his lab and progressed into semi-automated process to now a complete robotic AI-driven system, making more than 20 million patches every month. And further upgrade will take place in the manufacturing aspect at year end. So these factories are located at South Island and the other one in San Diego. And this is also funded by the Irish government, by the way, as in the research. Now, the fate or rather destiny of LifeWave truly begin with this gentleman. Okay, so that's where LifeWave first received global attention at the 2004 Olympic Trials when prominent women's swim coach Richard Quick, this gentleman, provided his 8-member Stanford University team with our energy enhancer patches for 3 weeks. And after 3 weeks, after the amazing results, the swimmers 6 out of 8 broke their own personal lifetime record. And news got out. Thousands of individuals wanted to be the distributor. But parallel to that, that also gave an alarm to other athletes who are surprised over this performance. And in view of this, it triggered into US AD, that means the US anti-doping agency, to do a test on the patch that it could be some banned substances or testosterone that's embedded in there, and blood test was taken. But finally, after all the tests, proven that there was nothing banned substances in the patch. In fact, they were just organic lattice crystals, okay, that help our body to from there the body heat to increase more peptide. That's all. And from there on, we took the journey as a direct selling company. And LifeWave is a company using cutting-edge technology via phototherapy patches and skincare products that generate distinct cellular activity and encourage a range of health benefits. So some of the benefits include reverse aging now, and that component is extremely powerful, and also into immune system support, detoxification, anti-inflammatory properties, a whole lot, pain management that most of you all already come close to it, and also reduce stress, faster wound healing, and skin cell regeneration. So LifeWave's technology has been tested in extensive clinical research. Our body emits heat, including heat in the infrared spectrum. And importantly, this technology causes the various benefits without the use of drugs, no chemicals or even stimulants. And unlike traditional forms of phototherapy, LifeWave patches are not devices that need to be plugged into the electrical outlet. So this is a phototherapy technology and a non-transdermal patch delivery system to harness the body's regenerative power so as to support and increase energy. So the end result is that some of you will get better sleep, improve your mental focus, relief from minor aches and pains. And these patented patches employ nanocrystal, as I just said, using our infrared light within our body. So this is a look at, take a look at the milestone of how far LifeWave has traveled, right from 2002 to parallel to 2019. So the technology was born out of 3 years of intense research by David into the concept of being able to naturally increase energy and stamina through elevation of fat burning. And over the years, the classic patches were invented. But after 10 years of LifeWave in direct selling, David decided to take a look at doing out of the norm. He decided to look into regenerative medicine. That's where from there on he took 10 years to develop what we call today our stem cell activator X39. That took him 10 years. So that was the best creation David achieved in his years of invention. A patch that activates stem cells to promote body self-healing, renewal, and regeneration process. And this is a remarkable achievement for LifeWave in history. And so after that, 2022, X49 was launched. Now, before I share more about the star player X39, let me share some facts. All right, all of us age. Aging is equal to degeneration, and aging is recognized to be a disease. Aging reduces a person's ultimate potential. Think of all the information you have acquired throughout your life that you could accomplish if aging was not a limitation to force you to retire your activities and dream. So when we were young, most people had dreams which they wish to achieve because they see a full, vibrant of life ahead of them. But aging sets in. They see less of the dreams ahead of them and less desire to accomplish them. So many people simply give up on their dreams. I'm not sure about you. Along the way, I felt the same. Okay, only until the recent 1 year, all right, I see things differently, like holiday, more exotic holiday that I never used to think that I could manage. So at the end of the day, aging equates to degeneration, right? And that also lead to chronic diseases, disability, and pain. So at the end of the day, is it okay because medicine can take care of all your health issue? Now, what we want to share further is one of the first duties of physician is to educate the masses not to take medicine, from William Osler. And what did he say? He said, the person who takes medicine must recover twice, once from the disease and once from the medicine. Can you imagine how damaging that most of you were aware? It's all convenience. That's why you are swallowing those pills to arrest your immediate symptoms. But down the road, all these toxin, they are trapped in your cell. And your cell has already got, they are aging and they are already losing their efficacy with the roadblock of all your toxins storing in all their cell. They are not able to function as per normal. So therefore, we age even faster. The truth of the matter. Now, just now I was telling you about the regenerative medicine that LifeWave is in this approach. So what we hear from Dr. Joseph Pruitt, he said, no physician in the history of humanity has ever healed a patient. Only the cells of the patient can heal the patient. Only cells know how to understand what to do with insulin and how to destroy pathogens. So whatever the physician can help you is to move the obstacle out of the way of the cells by surgery, removing of the tumor perhaps, and then allow your body to heal and giving you drugs and building blocks just to leave you to fight. So at the end of that is your body healing yourself, which is the cells, the stem cells within. And we also want to know that it's been a long time since the 18th century, the longest we can find in the record, all right, that stem cell research is already undergoing. But up to today, 2024, we still do not have full endorsement coming from the government, coming from all aspects that we can freely go for stem cell therapy. It's because there is still a limitation and ongoing research are still being done by the scientists. And we also understand that when tissue and organs are damaged, stem cells were able to divide and develop into other types of cells so they could repair themselves. So as I said earlier, okay, it all depends on yourself. So this process could reverse and prevent damage to vital organs and could be done via stem cell therapy. And we also want to understand what stem cells can do. They are our master template. They are there to uh, duplicate after they duplicate into different specific cells for your organs, your liver cell, your eye cell, your muscle, your tissue. They are all different kind of cells that they can be specific about. So it is so important that we recognize the fact that we need more stem cells. And we also understand that how we age is due to our stem cells depleting and dying. So the truth of the matter is that when the baby was born, they have 100% of stem cells. But gradually, when you see which category you are in, all right, from here, you will know that how much stem cell is left. And come to 60s and above, barely 10% to 5% of stem cells that is running. So you can imagine that how much aging you will set in. So imagine if we could activate our stem cells and reset our organs to a younger, healthier state. Is that possible? Find out. So now we find the truth that it can be done with LifeWave X39 stem cell activation patch. And stem cell is go back to it. Now, introducing this X39. So we are beams of light, as I said earlier on, coming from the DNA. Our body emits infrared light. So when we patch onto the skin, activated by the body heat, and in turns, this could stimulate the skin with very low level of light in a very specific wavelength, low frequency, and communicate with the cells and lead them to produce energy along with other benefits like different peptides. So the body is very is really, this is really known as science in the photobiomodulation in the area of phototherapy. This is similar to what you just saw, right? Similar to example, if you were to go into the sun, the ultraviolet light that's from the sun will trigger your body to produce vitamin D. And this is how the patch works with light. It's a form of phototherapy through our body as a power source. So how does a patch really work? Now, X39 works this way. It's made of organic nanocrystal formulated to activate your copper peptide. They are, for your information, there are about more than 7,000 known peptides in our body. You look at yourself in the mirror, it looks so simple, right? But what is going on inside your body? 7,000 peptides doing respective different work. Some stem cells will turn on, some will turn off every part of the day. And that is why when this amazing scientist found that the key peptide that's important to our body is actually one of them is copper peptide, which is why David rests on that findings from Dr. Laurent Picard to develop this X39 over the 10 years period using $4.5 million. Now, so what is really GHKCU copper peptide, which is a tripeptide amino acids, and is able, X39 proven, clinically proven, patented, that is able to increase the level of copper peptide. Even copper peptides in our body, all the 7,000s, okay, respectively, they will reduce in production as we age. It's all chain effect. So at the end of the day, we know that what we really want to hold on to is that we try to lead a healthy lifestyle, but we can control that how much peptides will be reduced in your body. But good that we are having a way out now. So it's also proven that copper peptide is able to activate stem cells. So by and large, this is the scientist, Dr. Laurent Picard, who discovered that GHKCU is able, that is found in our blood plasma, is able to help our body to do a lot of repairs, like repair the DNA damage and resets the 4,000 genes, reduce the inflammation and induce program uh, on the cell death of the cancer cell. So they are trying to send the communication signal to these cancer cells to tell them not to multiply. And a lot of benefits coming from copper peptide, like collagen. Collagen is not only from your face on the skin. Collagen is also needed for all your tissue and organs within. So do not undermine how copper peptide, how useful, how important it is to have an increased dosage of them. Uh, I have I'm not sure whether my Indonesia team is here. There's a doctor in our team. She injects copper peptide and the different type of peptides into her patients. So copper peptide can be injected, but I'm not sure how costly would that be. So they recognize the importance of copper peptide in our body that we require. And there's also a study done that a double-blind test published in the Internal Medicine Research Open Journal showed a significant increase in copper peptide concentrations in the blood of subjects who had worn the X39 patches for only 1 week. I can't see the show of hands, but I can tell you some people who say, I don't feel anything. So, and some will be very sensitive. They have very good sleep, all sorts of benefits throwing out, no? And but then think about it. The technology works for everyone. Every one of us make of stem cells. So are the animal kingdoms. So are the plants. It will bound to work. It's just that you are probably not feeling it because the doctor in you decide to repair the places which seem to be more important, but not on the areas of what you want to see repair first. So, but technology in this way works for everyone. So we can see from the study that it works that way too. All right, every one of us will be getting it, that kind of benefits out of it. And copper peptide repairs our genes and anti-aging. Of course, now we recognize that it's actually age reversal, and rapid womb healing resets our genes to a younger state, and also convert older liver cells to younger state, collagen repair. So a lot about copper peptide. Important thing is to reinforce your understanding on the ground of why X39 is so important that we do not want to drop it. We want to patch it every day for 12 hours. So as you can see, they will do the repair and reset our genes through all this clinical paper. So what people want to see, you claim so much. Is there a proof? Yes, we do. So this is also one paper to tell you that it's patented, it's proven that X39 patch elevates the copper peptide and activate the stem cell. That is very crucial for all of us to know, and it's patented. And this is a patent number as well as under the name of David Schmidt. There is a wearable technology. Now, being a Zoom, I am not going too much into detail unless you attend the live talk in our training center. So, long story short, what you see on the left is what you call a double helix conductor coil. Now, this is crucial because David created this like a DNA but in a circle form because he tests specific species of immortal species to see how to do regenerative progress from there towards the patch. And finally, he developed this double helix conductor to test on this species and finally derive at how it can help in the stem cell growth. So the patch on the right is what you can see that we are wearing. It is a transformation, how from a DHC, a double helix conductor, into a patch that is using the same technology of a wavelength that we are talking about. So David also mentioned that LifeWave is unique because it is the only phototherapy product in the world that uses the human body as its own power source. And this is the only product in the world. There's no other competitions out there. So to sum up, X39 benefits a lot. I'm going to read through. People who are experiencing it can tell you more story. So main thing is that we want to age reverse using it long term. Like recommended by the corporate, for a decade of your age, you use 1 month. So if you are 60, you use beyond 6 months. And then the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. 1 to 3 months, gut resetting and physical changes you can see. And 3 to 6 months of deep healing begins, like increase your collagen. That's the reason why it's so important to take photo, right? But don't regret it if you don't take. Because when you take photo from day one versus months later after using X39 and recommended Eon to go with, it's a best doer competition. So this patch is able to let us see inside out and outside in, to see our change in our skin tone, collagen, elasticity, less wrinkles overall. And that is why we will see respective changes over time. And reverse aging is our ultimate goal, because not only on the skin, or not only in the face, but it's your bodily function that we are going after, that we want to have that vitality. Now, so live wave technology, no drug, non-transdermal, non-invasive. Bottom line, behind your mind, you want it to be safe because there's no drugs or chemicals enter your body. So allow your body to work. Doesn't mean that you're not sensitive in feeling anything. It's just like when there's a change in your liver. Do you feel there's a detox taking place? No. If your hair grows by the 0.1 millimeter, can you feel that? No. So as long as you understand the technology deeper, if you don't understand the technology, soak into all our Marvel Mondays, attend all the live talks, all the speaker will share with you so that you can have enforcement on how this technology works. So at the end of the day, you will understand the stomach will take how many days, individual, right? Subject to individual. Some will take a few months, some because very poor gut due to stress and environment, diet. So whatever the case, it's just a guide for you to understand. It will take time. And David did this test on some subjects that after using X39, 3 months, not much change. But after 6 months, the telomeres shown a lengthen 6 months after, and that it will be extended to 8.5 years of age. What is trying to say that is reverse age reversal after using for 6 months. Telomeres is at the end of the chromosome, which is so important. When a telomere, once the cell get divided, okay, how do you understand what is cell division? Do you know that every minute 30,000 to 40,000 of skin dead and need to be renewed? Our skin, all right, their dead skin, 30,000 to 40,000 per minute. And therefore your cell is, your body is so busy replacing, doing cell division. Every time there's a division, your telomere gets shorter, which is at the end is just a shoelace cap to protect that chromosome, that cell, and it will get shorter and shorter, to the extent that when it gets very short, it means that your lifespan is about the end. So at the end of this test, what David is saying is that by patching for a period of 6 months and beyond, you will see that your telomere gets lengthened, not shortened. It's by averagely about 8.5 years. Sorry. Okay, so, and of course, the only key thing to get your patch to work is to drink more water. And of course, at night you don't drink, but in the day, if you hydrate yourself, good enough. Okay. And we suggest that you do X39 a day and Eon at night. So a quick sum of the whole talk is that stem cells are the repair cells of your body. The less stem cell activity you have, the faster you age, the slower you heal. And the solution is really to activate your own stem cell. That's why it's safe instead of going for stem cell therapy injection that may carry a 30% risk involved. And by resetting your own stem cells, like how you were when you were younger, in a very younger self and healthier state. And trust me, this is so affordable compared to the oral stem cell I used to take that runs by almost $4,000 a set that could only last me 2 over months. And I spent 100 over thousand on those. And when I came to know about this, I said, I can't believe it. This technology and only fetching this kind of selling at this kind of cost. So that's where a lot of people are joining us because this is the only one in the world. Come to think about it, people who you share, they say, no, I'm not interested, whether technology works or not. It's still expensive. They will still come back to you because there's nowhere else they can find such thing. All right, to be safe and work on your activate your stem cell. It's only less than $7 a day for X39 at Eon to work on you. Okay, and it's safe because there's no pharmaceutical drugs, nothing gets into your body. Anybody can use, any of your pets can use, be it the fish in the fish tank, all right? That we got so many testimonial, flip, dying, patch onto the glass, secondhand, okay? And they revive. And it's patented. That's important. It's here with us in LifeWave to stay. So at the end of the day, we also recognize that LifeWave does not diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. Always be mindful when we share that truly this patch is not to cure. There's no drugs in here. It is only a technology to activate. It's a turnkey to turn on your peptide to produce them through your body heat. That's all. Produce the peptides accordingly. And this is truly via meridian point. That's why it's acupuncture without needle. How do you use the patch? Very easy. If I say via meridian point, it's because it's clinically proven. Otherwise, it can be any part of your body. As long as there's body heat, it will be activated. But according to the clinical test, we do their recommendation via the meridian point. So it's 12 hours on, 12 hours off, in order not to get into an attenuation problem. People who want to save costs, they will probably think that, oh, this is going to cost me $7 for 2 patch. I will patch 24 hours continuously. If you're using one patch, yes, the remnants of the technology the remnants of this patch will be weakened. But if you continue with another X39, let's say, continual for another 24 hours, your body will go into a numbness that they are not able to read the frequency. So it's a waste of your money. So by far, remember, 12 hours, even if you stretch your 14 hours is still okay, but make sure you have more or less 8 to 12 hours kind of breaks in between. Okay, drink plenty of water. That is the way to go. And this is not, this pack here is good to September for most of them, and September, because come October 1st, we will have a fresh uh, enrollment kit for our new people coming up to join us. Okay, so we just had a wonderful weekend over the week of promotion for this enrollment. So now we shall do one testimonial tonight. Oh yes, Elsie, welcome on board. Elsie has kindly agreed to share with us how this patch that works wonder in her with her respective issue that she's having. And Elsie, in that case, can I just start you off on the first slide?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay,
so
Elsie,
much.
you can take over.
Yeah, thank you so much, Joanne, and then helping me to prepare the slide for me. And thank you for everyone for giving me the chance to share my story. Yeah, today I'm going to share my story about my leg stiffness. And last time I used to have plantar fasciitis more than 1 year. Then my legs are so painful that's why I try to find for so many acupuncture, try cupping, acupuncture, so many treatment to do it, but they did not help me to relieve my pain. Then I one day my upline paid a visit to us, and I happened to ask him about where can I find a good acupuncture therapy in Singapore. I asked him like that. Then he introduced me X39. I applied is Elenium. Thank you so much for him. For without help, I will not be in LifeWay. Then after that, I'm using the X39. 3 weeks later, then my stiff neck gone. Then after that, I keep on using 2 months later, then my plantar fatigue also totally gone. That's why I keep on continually using that. At first, how painful I am that when I went back home, although I reached the MRT station, I have to walk 10 minutes walk to my home. But although I have to walk 10 minutes time, I cannot walk. I have no choice. I have to take a cab and to went back. How suffer I am then like that. Then after using 2 months later, then I really all my pain. Yeah. Yeah, okay. The second picture is the second testimonial. This is my lab. One day, I I ran to the MRT. I run after the MRT station because I would like to catch the train because it will be reached in 2 minutes time. I ran up to the escalator staircase. Then at the time I fell down and then the escalator corner then hit hit my kneecap and then it pierced me. Then it was so painful there. I bear today. Then after that, 10 minutes later, it was bleeding. Then I used the Henny Plus. Then it was so painful that I used Aeon and Ice Way to patch it. But although I patched like that, the pain is still there. It was not relief. When I go down the staircase also cannot make it, so painful, cannot squat down, this and that. Then that's why I'm thinking that why not I change to patch the other way around. Then the picture there is some of the patching is missing. I use the 6A protocol. It means that I use the ice way brown color in the center. On top of that, I put the X39. The gray color is actually the ice wave white color. Then I put the 2 glutathione, 2 aeon. I used to patch this flower protocol for 2 days, and then the pain was totally relieved. This one, the every time, sometimes Dr. Rai give us the training like 7-step protocol. From there, I learned it. Then why not I give it a try? Then I used to patch it using this 6A protocol. Then my pain was totally gone. Yeah.
It was so amazing, Elsie, because it's the first time I see this flower protocol.
Yeah.
I'm only doing my bone on bone protocol. I didn't know there's a flower. Yeah, because that was taught by Dr. Roy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a step call, not even a burger, because along the way I hear that they have hamburger
Yeah.
protocol as well.
Yeah.
But then to caution the audience here tonight, try not to use too many patches at one go. Elsie's case, because she's a seasoned user, she's been using for since 2022.
Yeah.
And unless there's a need to, otherwise we still keep to our X39 the day and Eon at night. Personally, for me to add on the other protocol was more for my bone on bone. That was about after 1 year of basic patching. Then I went on to my bone on bone. And Elsie, what are you patching now?
Now, normally, every day I'm using X39. It's a must. I'm using that. Yeah, sometimes there's a pain that I will add on Aeon. If not, I will use only X39. No?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I remember Jinglong's mom only started Eon recently. Otherwise, for years, she's been patching on X39. Now, Jinglong wants to put the mom onto a test whether it will help her on her kneecap. And apparently, she really didn't have any more pain despite not using the bone on bone full protocol. Only recent months, then added Eon onto it. So if by X39 itself will still help, because X39 has the whole property of all the patches. Each and every type of patches have different ratio of crystal alignment, lattice alignment in them. Ion will have different one compared to glutathione versus carnosine or all the rest. So it's a different ratio involved. Yes, Elsie, do you have anything else to add on?
Definitely, I will use to patch just a normal day. I will use X39. I keep on doing this, but now when I learn it now this day, I no need to take Panadol. So many, so many years already. I never use it. Whoever let's say want to feel say here pain, that's why I ask them to straight away to use patches. That's
Yes,
why
thank
some
you.
of my friends joking me as a sticker sister like that.
Okay, now since you
Okay.
mentioned this, I tell you a joke. Over the weekend, my son came over with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend has a bit of headache over rushing here and there, and asked me for Panadol. I said, Panadol? Okay, I'm not sure whether we still have it in the fridge. You can go check it out. So while I was digging up for Eon to pass to her, he came
Yeah,
back to me. He took one whole bag of medication. He said, Mom, do you know you got all your expired medication in the fridge? I said, oh, okay, I haven't touched them for more than a year, that's for sure. And then he realized that, yeah, indeed, um, I don't take medication of this anymore. Like what Elsie said, we will turn
yeah,
to our holistic way, which is the patching.
yeah,
So it will work and calm ourselves down. Over time, it will work, especially X39 prolonged patching over a period of time. No, I mean, as in
yeah,
months and year, it will help you a lot better to rejuvenate fast.
yeah,
Since we are on testimonial, I'm going to share one. Okay, Elsie, if you are done, let me continue with mine.
yeah,
Thanks,
yeah,
Elsie.
yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank.
Okay, I had been using my bone on bone protocol since April this year. And May, I went for holiday in Korea. Some of you heard my testimonial. I could climb the mountain. All right, there was really no pain. I'm already on bone. And whenever I go holiday, I have to take Acoxia. I will look at my next day's agenda. I know, okay, that's it. I better take before I get the pain. So I have peace of mind. Okay, I didn't care what kind of toxin is in my body because if it's a holiday, I just want to be with my family. So what happened is that I was on the bone on bone protocol for quite a while, for a few months. 2 months ago, I started my tummy tree protocol concurrently. And guess what happened? I shouldn't, okay? The tummy tree was very effective, but few weeks later, I started having healing crisis because there were glutathione involved. So it started to detox. I get rash throughout my body, and that went on for a few days. Of course, I didn't take any antihistamine. I know what to remove. I have to make a choice which protocol to remove. So I removed my tummy tree protocol, and therefore after that it subsided. And I just keep on with my important one, which is my bone on bone. So at the end of the day, if you after 6 months of usage, you need to go on to any protocol, don't be too anxious to jump on from one another. All right, listen to your body. The doctor in there will tell you whether is it okay. And if there's a detox doesn't come in once due to your past history of injury, a lot of drugs you're taking, your healing crisis will come in phases. But as you gradually get on later on the later healing crisis, you will get milder and milder because more or less the toxin is already out of your body. So be patient as well. Do manage your expectation. Okay. So now, thanks, Elsie, again. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And tonight, our sharing is up to here. And we hope you have a good understanding on this technology and start experiencing, start patching so that you will get an age reversal faster, right? And enjoy your life, relive your life, okay? When you are having more things to look into. So before you really go, I have something to share with you. It is very logical. Even if you have lots of money, you can't pay a person to be in the hospital bed for you. So when we are sick, apart from the monetary aspect, we are suffering. We are more drugs into our body. The people who love us will watch us suffer. They will be suffering too. So that is why start to do the right thing, okay? Avoid medication if you can help it. Of course, those who are prescribed with high blood pressure, diabetic, all these, you just have to follow what your doctor prescribed. Even if you have start patching, if you see that your symptom has a lot of reduction, you just probably go back and see a doctor whether you can do a reduce in dosage. Do not stop by yourself, all right? Because you got to be responsible for yourself. So always see a doctor for permission to reduce. And of course, they will do various tests to ascertain. Okay. So the most important, or rather the significant gift to give to our loved one is we remain as healthy as we can and as for as long as we can. So third, life is full of uncertainties, correct? And life is brief. Since you only have one life, you better don't waste it. Live your life fully. Rebuild your dream. So if let's say my sharing tonight is not that you don't understand so well or not deep enough, not extensive enough, you can attend our live talks on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all the way to Saturday. Okay, there's only one Chinese talk on the Wednesday. And thank you so much for being present tonight. Uh, I see that we have a lot of questions asked. Am I right? So let me see. Let me stop sharing the screen first. Huh? Okay. Uh, all right. Because we are already at what's the time? We are running late. I probably will not take all the questions. Almost 9:30. Okay. To intestinal cancer, end stage, protein, can't eat. It's very weak. Watch patch. Can I can only tell you something. Recently in Jakarta, we got one experience. I do not want to showcase the photos yet because I haven't got the permission from the member. The uncle was misdiagnosed and in a village hospital, doctors, and then was also cancer patient and was sent to Jakarta hospital. And so the brand's partner is concerned what to give to the uncle. So after the advice given by my other business partner is that give Eon and X39 and numerous of them. And what happened is that the uncle got up, able to drink water, a lot more alert, and now he's waiting to go to a community hospital somewhere to get some treatment. So we do not say that the patch will help your uncle on this cancer case, but just continue with X39 and Eon for the time being. That's what we can do. We do not want to go extensive on the other patches, all right? That is coming from the corporate advice. The blue color cap, Caroline, that one is must be the Eon, and the gray color is the ice wave white patch. Okay. Um. Okay. Is there? If I have taken all the messages, that's it. Then we will end our session tonight. Thanks for staying with us. And see you next month from me. Otherwise, every Monday there will be a speaker with you on the Marvel Monday to share with you our experience and the technology. So moving on, good health to all of you and great happiness. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Recording.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm trying to.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you.
Okay, great presentation, Joanna.
Thank you.
领导下来，你什么都不知道，你做完之后呢？
Sorry, I need to stop the recording.
又不是我的。